And action!
I guess that's how we'll start. Jill, it's been another week. I know my portfolio's done pretty much nothing overall. Some names have moved up and down, but I think I'm up 0.3% in the last week. What about you?
I don't think I know my percent for the week. I didn't look at that information, but I feel like I had a decent week. Did I?
I don't know. I don't look at your portfolio.
I really only look at what I just did.
Oh, that's
like
fair.
what I did last week and what I just did. So I will say, actually, I did two things this week. I did my double shot for May.
Oh, okay.
Because I was running out of time. So I had to pull out the big leagues, get that extra $50. So for my double shot, which I bought yesterday, which I'm really happy about because I am already up over $5, like $5.35.
So like 10%?
I think it was like 8, something like that. But very good. And I purchased AMC
Ooh.
because we are going to the movies on the 31st with some friends and my brain was thinking about movies.
There's going to be some lessons on AMC that I'll teach. I'll let you hold on to it for now.
Oh.
But did you look at the long-term chart of AMC?
I did.
And?
I felt confident that it would go back. Like buy it low.
I'm going to notate this video so we can teach some lessons later on. So AMC, what else?
Well, if it's down, it's a good time to buy while it's cheaper.
That's why we're gonna save it for some lessons.
Okay, well that's all I have on that for now because I don't have the lessons.
Fantastic.
Today I bought for my weekly buy, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna laugh. I bought Lululemon.
Oh, did you buy it after, like at the end of the day, or?
Kind of middle. So I was at the gym and Cody texted me. He goes, holy moly, Lululemon is tanking. Do I think Lululemon in general is going anywhere for like the long run? No. So I figured, again, buy it while it's a good price. And I looked at the charts and it did go straight bloody down. So I'm like, I'm gonna pick up some shares back here at the bottom, which didn't end up being the bottom, but I am only down 16 cents.
All right, that's fair.
So I'm hoping that that was its rock bottom, and now it's got nowhere to go but up.
So now, I think you sold it less than 2 months ago?
Yeah, it was not long ago.
So less than 60 days is now a wash trade. So you wouldn't be able to claim your losses on that first trade because you rebought the stock within 60 days.
Who am I claiming my losses to?
Like if you ever do taxes. So obviously if we get more into this, if you sold something and then 60 days don't go by and you rebuy it, it's a wash trade. So you can't necessarily count those losses on your taxes.
So it's like it's the same trade.
Yeah, but you don't get to count your losses, which could be a big difference maker.
Ooh,
so
that is a big lesson.
Something to learn about.
That's a huge lesson.
We won't spend the whole time doing that because we're just going week by week. But
okay.
there's things to be aware of.
If anybody has
I think it's a stupid rule, but yes.
If anyone has questions on that, that would be a good topic to write in about, and Cody can kind of address questions as they come. Like if you have a specific question about wash trades, taxes.
Not taxes. I do not talk about taxes.
He is an accountant. We have an accountant. But like wash trades and like what that could implement, that would be a good topic. So if you want us to dive in a little deeper into that, and by us, I mean him, definitely comment below because that's potentially a big reason to not rebuy, which, yes. Hey, this is why I am the novice. I get to do the things that could be potentially
good or bad,
real not good, and you guys can learn from it.
Yeah, it's interesting that you've bought and sold and rebought Lulu, though.
I know. I'm feeling real
You're
squirrely.
all over the place on that one.
I'm real squirrely with Lulu.
And last week you bought Cook, too.
Yes.
I don't know if it's done anything.
I actually don't know. I forgot to look at Cook.
That's all right. Last week I bought LSF. I think it's down a little bit, but it's more of a monthly, not a monthly, but a much longer, like at least a quarterly trade. I'm very curious to see how their earnings show up on their next one. But this week I didn't do anything special. I already used my double shot. So I actually bought, I would consider a high risk trade. on an AI name that did a SPAC recently. Or wasn't it an IP? No, they did a SPAC. And I think it's down like 90% since then. So it's 86 cents a share, but the stock is ZPTA, Zapata Computing. So, question, Jill, you don't need to raise your hand.
What's a SPAC?
It's a special purpose acquisition company. So, we won't go into the lesson, but that could be another lesson. So imagine a company that's already kind of listed on the stock market, but you're another company and you want to get listed. So for instance, let's say you're SpaceX. So it's going to be a bad example, but you're SpaceX, but there's a company that's already trading on the stock market. You could have that company essentially merge the two companies together, and now you're public. It's like a magic way of not doing an IPO. Very simplistic, quick sentence answer. I could go into it a lot more in depth, but a lot of them happened during the COVID era of the market, and a lot of them are down over 80 to 90% plus. So
Comment below if you knew that.
I don't know. Maybe a lot of the people who probably watch this probably knew that. But yeah.
Maybe there's more people watching for my novice perspective.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But overall, Jill is currently at $1,420.11, which is up 9.24%. Pretty impressive. I am currently at $1,244.05, down 4.3% since we've started this year. So Jill is still ahead of me. She's about $180 ahead of me, which is impressive since we've now put in the exact same amounts.
Ooh, ooh.
So if you guys have questions about maybe SPACs, we're gonna learn about AMC here, I would imagine, in a couple weeks. So I think we're gonna spend some time on that lesson when Jill eventually sells her AMC. So we will check back with you guys next week.
Now I might just sell it now.
Don't sell it now. We're gonna learn. It could go up, but there's lessons to be learned
I'm gonna stick with my gut. So we'll see what happens, because apparently there's something happening that I don't know.
Yes.
All right, bring it on.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yep.